Hey family, we are gonna go over trading the chop zone um, today. I've made some updates. I'm gonna make sure that all of the scanners have a large timer in the bottom corner so that you can keep up with your candles. It is about 30 minutes before the New York bell, and we should be expecting a really nice run right now. The market this week is very choppy, so I would highly recommend that you keep your contract sizes and lot sizes low just to manage the pullback. And like right here, we should have had a break, but we didn't. All right. So I wanted to press start on this timer too. Let's go back over here to our Forex account where we are trading. The chop zone is what I wanted to show you today. Now, the chop zone is quite lovely. And so, again, this is where our market is in consolidation. It was up here, but now it's down here. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Even though the market is pulling back, the momentum for the buy is still here. So you can respect that. And so, what I want you to do with this chop zone strategy is we're going to scalp and get in and out of the market. And this is when the market is just choppy because by now the market should have broken out and we should be good to go. But it did not. I missed the timer again. I'm trying to press start so that our timers will be aligned and we can see the market moving. Okay. So again, I'm going to go ahead and pull this zone up to about right here because this is where the market is consolidating. And what you want to do, like this broke out here or in here and it was pushing through the push line. So I took the trade, right? But as you can see, the trade is pulling back on me right now. So we need to see if it's going to push up or if it's going to push down in just a moment. And so it's going back and forth. Our chop zone is down here. This panel, which is still blue, it hasn't changed. Typically, when it gets ready to change a different color, based on momentum, you'll get a green before you get a red. Look, I keep forgetting to click back. Okay. All right, so there's our next candle, and we're getting a little bit of movement. We normally get really good movement before the bell. And so that's why I wanted to record this video right now. But it's really staying in this area of consolidation. And the consolidation zone really is all the way down there. But we're going to see if it's going to come out of consolidation or if it's going to continue. Now, just remember, whatever it does now, it's getting ready to reverse at the bell. So right now, it could push all the way down to this 200 EMA. On the 15-minute chart, we're starting to get a doji, so we want to be mindful of that. And today's high during London, it went to 32, 38.24. So we're going to be mindful of that as well. And then let's go ahead and press start. Ah, listen, I am really kind of slow with the fingers this morning and getting that together. Okay, so again, we're in this horrible area of consolidation that we want to get out of. Mhm. And so I'm just marking the high and the low to see which direction are we going to go in. And so again, we got a lot of dojis, which is annoying. And typically on any day before the New York bell, we absolutely would have much more movement, with flat tops or flat bottoms, but it's just not doing it today. And I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Okay, so now we've got to push down for the sale out of that consolidation area. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that line here. I increased the broken line so that we can see, is it pushing through or is it pulling back? This is our push line. and we want to see, is it going to push all the way down? Is it going to do a backflip? I don't know. I'll probably make two videos, one for what's happening now, which is pre-bail, and then let's see what happens at the actual bail. If it is selling right now, then that means that 9 times out of 10, for the New York bail, it is going to buy, because gold tends to do the opposite, which is something you can appreciate about gold, because gold does have patterns. So in addition, we have our dojis. We had a flat, it pulled all the way from our line. We've got about 3 seconds left before we get a new candle. Okay. And now that candle is going in the opposite direction, we can go ahead and put our push line here. Now, the thing that's important about this push line, and it's designed, and this is why I have all these timers, is because it has a 20-second rule. And so this one has already failed the rule. It has turned the opposite direction, which is not the way we want it to go. We want it to hold its momentum. It's not holding its momentum. So it turned around again. Again, if this thing is going to come down, it's going to come to this 200 EMA. Okay. And so it's still hanging out in our zone. You see that? Hanging out in our zone. We got 20 seconds. It's I don't know if this thing is pushing up or pushing down. It has buy momentum because it is teal blue. So let's see if it's going to continue to go ahead and push in that direction. There we go, new candle. And so our new candle is still, that orange line is at our push line. We're always looking at 20 seconds. So that's why I have these timers everywhere, because if the momentum is there at 20 seconds, I'm going to take the trade according to what the scanner is calling it, for the long or for the short. So that's what we want to see. What is going to happen? It's pushing away from the push line, it's pushing into the push line. And we want to see where is it going to be at 20 seconds. Okay. So if it holds its position where it is right now, then we should get another flat bottom if it doesn't drastically pull away, which it just did. You see that? So that's why the 20-second rule is so important, because if you don't respect that 20-second rule, you'll get in a trade, and we don't trade doji. So I think it's really, really important for you to understand market movement. That's going to give us a flat, but it's super volatile. Okay. So we're going to move our push line back up here. Again, the question is, where is your push line? Look at how volatile that is. Like, anything moving like this is just, it doesn't even make sense that the market is this volatile right now. So I'm probably not trying to trade volatility like this, to be quite honest with you. I would rather wait for the market to stabilize and then go ahead and get in for the long or get in for the short. So that's a great push. All right. So we're going to put this here. That was our 20-second rule. It definitely has pushed through our 20 seconds. But look, if we go back over here to futures, we can pull this down here. And I keep this here because of our candles not having a timer on our futures chart. So I want to see when that next candle is going to come out and where it's going to push to. Okay, and so here we were getting a little choppy, right? We got a green. When you see a green, that typically means you're going to get a reverse for the color that you're looking at, right? But it didn't reverse for the sale. It reversed and gave us a buy, and now it's pushing back up into profit. We want to see where our push line is going to be at that 20-second mark. But this market is super duper volatile right now. Okay. And I'm not trying to play with it. Okay. So 20 seconds, 22, 21. There we go. Okay. So it pulled away a little bit, but it's really pushing and pulling. It's pulling back again on us. Let's go back over here and see where we are. Let's get our push line. We always want to see the candle open and close above the area that we have boxed in. New candle. Let's go. And look at that pullback, right? It's back in the box. It's back in the zone. And we have 15 minutes before the bell. And so we can't really say that the market bought or sold, before the bill. We just can't because the market has gone both ways and it's been volatile for the buy, it's been volatile for the sale. So we don't really have, yeah, we don't really have a direction. And even when we traded the Asian session last night, it was really doing the same thing. So that is what's going on. I'm going to wait and then I'll create another video once the bell rings so that we can really, I want you to get how you can trade this chop zone, because this chop zone, I'm telling you all, like, it's color coordinated. And listen, when you get that green and then you get that reverse, that's where you're trying to get in and you really can hold it. Look at the beautiful hold on this, right? You really can hold it. So that is looking good for push up. Let's see now. Let me put this here. Yeah, so my next boot camp I think is going to be the chop zone, and I'll be doing M5, box it up, push line, and probably the chop zone. All right. We need to wait 20 seconds on the timer to see if this is going to give us a new candle. It's pushing through our push line 24, 23, 22, 21, and there it is. And then it pulls back, right? So annoying, but let's wait and see what that next one is going to be. And like I said, oh, this one open and close. So that's a buy. Okay. So you should get some buy momentum at least for the next 15 minutes. Okay. Even though it's choppy, I don't like choppy waters, but you know, one week we'll have smooth waters with gold, the next week is choppy. So, how do I manage choppy? I'm not jumping in and out of trades. Okay. As long as this is continuing to stay blue, I'm going to hold my trade for the chop zone. Okay. If it goes back in profit, I probably am going to just take my profit because it's so choppy. And we want to wait for smooth market movement so that we can just ride it all the way up and not be worried or stressed. All right, I'll make another video in a moment when the bell rings.